All right, y'all. This is Mark, the moderator. This is our take.
Thanks.com, East Flatbush Finest.
Leaf, it's only family, Brooklyn forever.
Bergen, 8D. Let's do it.
All right. So, you know what? Now that Mr. Brady has left New England, but there's always a conversation to be had, and it's always brought up about this title, in America's team. So I'm going to ask the panel, who do you consider to be America's team, and why?
Okay. Mark, that little team, that thing you got over your shoulder right there, just point to it so people can see it. That answers your question right there.
Okay.
That shoulder. That answers your question.
There you go.
That is America's team.
Why?
Because love them, hate them, you're gonna watch them. You're gonna root for them. You're gonna root against them. They drive every TV show that's out there right now. No other team is spoke about more. If you want to talk about revenue, no other team in the world makes more money. And basically, without being a championship team in 23 years, our favorite shows, First Take, Undisputed, are pushed by talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Love them or hate them.
Okay. Next.
Revenue, notoriety, popularity, Dallas is America's team. If we wanted to put it on the field, I don't think there's an America's team. The closest thing to that has to be the Patriots, obviously. But, I'm not a Boston fan, obviously, but America's team is really just a moniker that's been synonymous with the Cowboys. I think we put way too much stock into that. I think there's this idea that, oh my God, America's team means that they're quote unquote successful on the field, which it doesn't. It just means that when you think about football, if you're in another country, if you're in another place, you think about the Cowboys. Let's just be real with it. It's of course the Giant fan is going to turn his head, but it really has a lot to do with the notoriety of that organization. That's really what that is. So let's not kid ourselves and act like this is not the most expensive or one of the most expensive American football franchise in the world, obviously. And I believe they're like top 2 or 3 now after the Yankees and Manchester.
No, they're number 1.
There you have it. I mean,
they're number 1.
This is notoriety here.
They've been number 1 for the last 6 years.
There you have it. There you have it. On the field, I'm not going to co-sign it. As far as the marketability and notoriety, they're America's team. Let's give Banks the floor. Let's give Banks the floor, Mark.
Go on, hater.
America. It's not about hate. America's team is right now, I would say, the Patriots. The Cowboys are not America's team. There's a snake oil salesman who put a star on the helmet, and a lot of people fell for this stupid America's team shit. But if you want to look at it, right? I'm not even going to deny anything that you said, right? Revenue, notoriety, all that stuff, right? But what do Americans consider America to be? The greatest country in the world, place where you go to win. I'm just telling you what Americans consider the country. I'm not telling you people say Americans are stupid.
Yeah, that's the greatest spot ever told.
So, but that's again, we're just talking about what's being considered, right? So, what are you talking about? Americans don't believe this? Am I lying?
I said it's the greatest spot ever told. But just like you said, the same thing said about Dallas doesn't stand. So the same thing what you're saying about America doesn't stand. They go hand in hand.
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I said I agreed with everything that you just said about the notoriety, all that, right? But if you want to be America's team, you have to win. That's what Americans consider America to be. They think like, yo, we're the greatest. Nobody's better than us. We do this better than anybody. But the Cowboys cannot be America's team because the Cowboys don't win. It's real simple if you ask me. And I'm not being disrespectful because I agree with everything that Leaf said. Revenue, yes, number 1. Notoriety, yes. Maybe even outside this country, most people are going to associate football with Cowboys. The star on the helmet is brilliant, right? It's a great marketing campaign. But if you were going to be America's team and what Americans consider about themselves, which is the greatest country in the world, we always win. We're the best at this. We do this better than anybody else. The Cowboys don't win.
Okay. All right.
That's
Look.
just a fact.
Hold on.
Look. Go ahead.
Thanks. Actually, what you're saying is the opposite, because what America stands for is the actual Cowboys. Because we fail at healthcare. We fail as far as race goes with racism. We fail
Education.
more than, huh? Say it again.
Education. You can add education in there too.
Education, leadership. So if you really want to talk about failure and this country, the Dallas Cowboys fall right in line with being America's team. That's all I'm going to say.
You're absolutely right. If you're looking at the facts, you're absolutely right. But America, I think the only thing that we're number one in the world in is confidence.
Defense.
Confidence. This is an actual thing that Americans believe that they're the best. And it's, the facts I agree with you. I'm telling you, the facts don't bear out what they believe, but the confidence of American is through the roof.
Mm-hmm. And
maybe you are right. Maybe you are right.
Listen, what you saying that the Dallas Cowboy fans believe every year that they're going to win the Super Bowl. They're very confident every single year. So I'm going to say it's right in line.
If we talk, okay, I'll put it to you like this. In terms of results on the field, up until this point, over the last 20-some-odd years, America's team has been the Patriots. But if we're looking at the facts, like you said, that, Americans feel like, they're number one in education, they're not. Healthcare, they're not. Racism, they're not. All this stuff. Yeah, the Cowboys probably are America's team.
And let me add this about the Patriots. If you want to think about it, they have gotten caught in more cheating scandals, just like America. So once again, if you want to tie them in, you can tie them in as well.
Wow.
Real? Yeah, I agree.
But
I agree.
Truly, I think what was said is that it is the notoriety. It is what people look at with Dallas. It's always every year. Dallas is talked about 365 days of every sports year. It's the Dallas Cowboys leading every news cycle for some reason. And truly, I say it all the time. I don't understand it, but I do understand it because it is America's team.
If you look at the most watched games every year, top 5. The Cowboys is up there 4 times out of the 5. That's why they're always on.
No matter how bad they are.
Exactly. That's why they're always on. That's why they always on prime time. 16 games. Goddamn, 8 of them should be prime time games.
Yo, let me add this. It's like it is like Mayweather. People watch the Dallas Cowboys and watch them lose so they can talk about them. That's exactly what it is, and that's what makes them so popular.
And another player, I want to add
Cowboys
this.
are trash.
If you look at other NFL players, like as much as they trash the Cowboys because they are other teams, as soon as they're free agents, they all say, "Y'all want to play for the Cowboys." You got dudes who come out in the draft like, "Yo, can you trade up and draft me number 1, Dallas?" Like, it is what it is. When you think of football, you think of the Dallas Cowboys.
I don't.
Cut it out, man. Cut it out.
I'm being 100% serious. I do not think of the Cowboys when I think about football at all.
Oh, you think about the Giants?
Cowboys.
Think about the Giants?
Huh?
You think about the Giants?
Yeah, I think about Giants. I think about the Patriots. Yeah, I'm talking about success.
Yeah.
The Giants are the real winner.
Oh gosh.
That's a
They
real.
won more over the last 20 years than the Cowboys. They won more over the last 20 years.
See, but you're talking about the last 20 years. Do they have more in the whole thing than the Cowboys since the Super Bowl era? Who got more?
My man, and don't forget, you haven't been around for all of that.
But no, but hold on. You just brought up time.
About stuff.
You just brought up time. Nobody brought a time frame into this. You brought up the time frame. So you had a time frame where you could say, well, my team has been more successful. In your whole life, the whole time you've been watching football, who's been the most successful franchise?
The Giants.
You just started watching 7 years ago.
Hold up. The Giants have won 4 Super Bowls in my lifetime. The Cowboys won. I'm being serious. Am I lying? You just asked. Hold on. I didn't answer your question. Is that not what you just asked me?
Yeah.
So am I wrong? The Giants have won four Super Bowls in my lifetime. What if the
They won?
Cowboys?
Oh wait, Banks. They won.
How
four,
many
you
Dallas
said?
has
I didn't
won?
hear. They won
In
four?
Banks, in your lifetime, how many Super Bowls has the Dallas Cowboys won?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh wow,
I was
really?
born in 1978.
What
I was
about
born in
3
1978.
in the 90s? What about 3 in the 90s alone? You forgot about that, huh?
Again, I did not forget about anything. Did they win 4?
Oh,
Before the 90s.
man.
Hold up. No. Don't. You're not doing that. Y'all not doing that shit. The question he asked me was in your lifetime, who's been more successful, right?
Yo,
You're
Banks.
telling me about 3.
Yo, Banks. When was you born, Banks? When was you born? 1978. So the Cowboys
won
in your
78.
lifetime, the Cowboys have 4 because they won in
4
78.
Super Bowls in your lifetime. Just want to let you know that.
Okay. And the Giants have 4 too, so they're equally as successful.
But you said more.
Okay, I was off.
Equal isn't more.
Sorry, I missed one. Okay, they're tied.
Equal isn't more. That's all I'm saying to you. Equal isn't more. You said more.
Congratulations.
How do we break the tie? Do we go to NFC chips? How do we break the tie? Or do we go to more victories? Because the Cowboys got more victories.
If you want to do that, no. If you could do that, but the Giants got more NFL championships than the Cowboys.
You wasn't born then.
God.
You wasn't born then. We're talking about in our lifetime. You wasn't born then.
Okay. But then if you're doing that, you can't count the Cowboys chip before you was born then. If that's what you want to do. Don't tell me about
I didn't bring me. I didn't say me. I said when you was born. I said when you was born. I didn't say when I was born. I knew what I was doing when I asked the question.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Listen, man, this has been hot. This has been heated. Listen, this is our take. Thank you for tuning in once again, man. Peace out.
Bullshit.
Yo, peace out.
Later.
This is our take. 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 This is our take.